Is that flushing noise I hear? The gold and silver traders puking out? And the dollar getting hammered? What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to BUBBA'S Daily Update for Tuesday, November the 24th, brought to you by our brokerage partners at CTG Commodities and Futures. Of course, I do have other brokers, full disclosure, but again, CTG is the only futures broker authorized for our letter of direction trading. And of course, I believe in them because they give the greatest customer service out there in that industry, and they help you, they teach you, they get you ready to go, and they help you open accounts. They do what you need to get done, and if you got a question, they answer the phone. You don't have to go through this whole voicemail jail hell. So, in the meantime, CTG, great opportunity, great place, and again, especially if you're using our letter of direction, unbelievable. In the meantime, gold and silver, as we had mentioned, were under heavy pressure, and they broke the next key level, and that was a flush we're seeing. Another, down 40 with another down 40 today. It looks ugly. Now, look, there's going to be a bounce at some point, but overall, both gold and silver should test their next low levels, which would be 1750 in gold and probably 2250 in silver. They look bad. Now, platinum looks good, and we're long. So we're short gold and silver, long platinum, not bad. Equities are celebrating, because the printing presses are open. Janet Yellen will replace Steve Mnuchin as the new Treasury Secretary, and just what we needed. Powell on one side and Yellen on the other. The presses will be rolling, and of course, creating lots of rallies in the market and pressure on the dollar. It's just what we need. Giving away more of our money. I love it. I can't wait so I can pay more taxes for these yo-yos. In the meantime, markets are higher, and they're up nicely, once again, very sharply, with the exception of the NASDAQ, which continues to struggle. It does look like the Russell's already made all-time new highs and printed them and held them, and it looks like the Dow is headed that way. I wouldn't be surprised if the Dow gets to 30,000 today, but certainly it's getting there. And the S&P, the only weakness right now, or the only weak link, is the NASDAQ, and it's struggled. But I think you take one note of one thing so you remember this. Overall, although we are long across the board, it's not the action isn't as bullish as one might think. Now that can change, and we could get bullish. But the last 3 Mondays, you had major announcements, and each subsequent Monday, we made a lower high. So, just a point of note. That's not a bullish sign. Lower highs, but the bottoms fell. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, crude continues to push to the moon. I don't like being long crude, but of course I'm long because that's what the algorithms are, and I'm happy to be on the right side of it. And there you go. It's about $1.60. Net gas a little bit higher, but you'd expect that after the heavy selling. Copper has resumed its rally and it's going up again. The dollar, as I said, it was under a little bit of pressure. So you see the markets, what they're doing, and they're of course doing what they should be based on what we have. And the grain markets, a little bit ugly today. Corn down about 4 or 5 cents. Soybeans down about 12 or 13. But to me, those are just buying opportunities. Again, you're going to get sell-offs. Don't think they're going straight up. There's got to be some pullback, and it's beautiful stuff. You look for the support. You add on your position, and wheat is higher, but is at that key point. Now, again, we're long wheat, and I like it here. But it is on the cusp. If it goes down a little bit, it could turn, and it could go either way. But right now, it is higher. That's good. The meats are kind of mixed. Now, we are obviously long feeders, short fat cattle, short hogs. Hogs are a shade lower, but had big days yesterday. So again, you expect that depending on what the overall action is. And in the soft market, you've got coffee. Excuse me. Well, coffee. We'll talk about that. We're long. It's a little bit down, lower, slightly lower. Cotton. We're long. It's slightly lower. OJ, higher. We're long. Actually, we're long them all. And sugar is slightly lower. Cocoa is going to Pluto. Obviously, a lot of chocolate for Christmas. So I guess we can see cocoa is flying to the moon. In the meantime, again, markets are quiet. They're illiquid. And it's challenging. But again, we're in always. We're never out. So that our positions, where we stand, and it's been a nice recovery. from our recent drawdown. We knew the drawdown would come. We knew the rally was coming, and in our equities, not in our equity curve, not necessarily the market. But again, it doesn't matter because we'll always be on one side or the other. But our equity curve, we expect now to take our equity curve back up to the old highs and make new highs again. That's typically how it's been working for the years we've been running it. So again, obviously, we're taking on a few new members. If you want to look at it, great. Either way, at the end of the day, again, it's a great market to be careful because it's very thin and it's very illiquid. This is one of the issues. It is the holidays, so you're getting moves that are more exaggerated than they might be normally. Just remember, keep that in mind. In the meantime, keep in mind, our great new partnership with Family Farms. They do a wonderful job. They've been around for a long time. And, we've got hooked up together and it's been a great marriage so far. And I think, we want to educate farmers, producers, because, for years they've been, not taken care of properly. And that's one of the only reasons I got in the business, because I want to help them, because I think I can help and give them better opportunities to protect themselves against risk, protect themselves about a lot of things, but never give up the upside of the market, which is what we always care about, because big markets don't announce themselves. And of course, our other big brokerage partner, and I do have other brokerage accounts, but is Tradier for equities and options. They're phenomenal. And I had a meeting with them this morning. I'm going to do a training series for them, which I can't wait to do, because I believe, obviously, in what they do, and I believe in the cost. I know that most brokers are free, but there's still 65 cents an option contract. And like for a guy like me, last month I would have paid $18,000 if I was paying the broker I used to be with for commissions. With Tradier, I paid $10. You tell me what the difference is. But most of you, normal traders could probably fund an entire IRA or a Roth with the money they can save by not paying that 65 cents and paying 10. Now they have some better platforms as well, and you can go, it could be $75 a month, all in, and commissions included. So I'm saying to you, it's a cost, and they are phenomenal. Their customer service is great, and you can see that they want to help members as well and clients, because again, that's why they're doing the educational series to help you better understand the market. And of course, our commodity report. If you're on the Monday call last night, we had Andy on again, Andy Heck. He's a partner of Bubba Trading as well, with Dr. Fang and Andy. And, listen, he's phenomenal. He is the parallel universe of me. He's a fundamental guy that's been in the business the same amount of time, but works from the commercial side and the fundamental side. His report, Technomental, is spectacular. You want to check it out, go to BUBBATrading.com. And of course, the high school program, which we're rebuilding and replanning for to get back relaunched, hopefully when schools all get back open again. But in the meantime, obviously, I fund it all by myself, and after years, and last year or so, I've been getting some help from you at Patreon. If you'd like to be some of that and help us out, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That's Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And last night, another ugly, that was a flush too. Tampa Bay really never in the game. I mean, it was a close game, but they were ugly. But in the meantime, again, it happens. There's no guarantees. As they say, the only lock they put on sports is the one they put on the gates. So we're off to another one, but we know that it's a percentage game like everything else we play. It's always about the numbers. That's all we care about. In the meantime, have a great day. Be careful. Be safe. Holiday week, thin markets. Just relax. Don't be too aggressive. And we'll see you tomorrow with another Bubba's Daily Update. See you, everybody.